How's it going, guys? Jonah with DIY here, and today we're going to be going over a quick setup of my entire setup that we have here for listing pictures at PCBros. I've gone over how to take pictures for listings, but I never actually went over the actual full breakdown of how I pieced this whole setup together and how it's all kind of made up. So we're going to talk all about the lighting, the tabletop, the backdrop, everything like that that makes this thing possible, and what I would change to it if I had the budget to do so, but let's go ahead and get right into it. So to start off with the lighting, we have 4 Govee lights. So if you don't know what Govee lights are, they're pretty much like the kind of like cheaper brand of like a Philips Hue light where they can do pretty much any color possible, and I have 4 of them total set up. They're kind of like the flood lights that you set on the ground and you kind of angle them up. But I have 2 of them mounted to just basic tripods, and I have the zip tied onto them. Pretty janky, but they get the job done, and they can rotate like this and that. They can go through any color option as well. You can change Kelvin temperatures and anything like that. The only thing I don't like about these is that they are pretty small. So unfortunately, you can't really they don't do the best job at like dispersing the light and making it more diffused, but overall they work pretty well. And then I have these actually connected to the iPad, which is right here on the table. And then they are also connected to the 2 lights behind the PC. I have those set to like a different kind of white. You can kind of see right here. Yeah, those are the 4 total floodlights that we have from Govee on this setup, and they do a pretty good job. In terms of the other lighting we have on the setup, I'll point the camera up right now, but up there we have 2 GVM lights, and these are some pretty basic, just overhead lights. They're called studio lights, and I think they're about like $150 on Amazon. And then out of the box, you actually get a tripod. You get a lot of stuff actually, including little covers and stuff like that. We use these in our voiceover room and other things like that, but kind of over here, you can kind of see what this light that's mounted on top of the wall looks like. So you have like fold outs. It has this like bracket that you normally get with it. It has some pretty good controls. You can connect 2 batteries to them to power them on the go, or if you plug them in through like power, you can change the brightness and the Kelvin, all that good stuff right there. Has a pretty good screen right there as well, and they're pretty versatile. And we have them mounted up to the top of the ceiling here. You can kind of see through a bunch of zip ties. I don't know really how we really made it work, but we had that set up there. And then we also attached to them have these newer light soft boxes, make it a bit softer on the actual subject of the PC. So that's kind of our full lighting setup for this entire area. Is it perfect? Not really, but you know, it gets the job done. It's quite bright. I only have to set my camera to like 1000 ISO. So for a studio lighting setup, it keeps everything nice and illuminated pretty well. So I can't really complain there. The only downside is that these are not the 2 same lights. So the GVM lights and then the Govee lights. So the tint from the top lights and the bottom lights can be a bit off sometimes, which kind of sucks, but it's the job done and it's not too noticeable. All right, so next up we have the tabletop. Now, so yeah, the bottom of the tabletop is just some DIY thing that Jackson did. It's pretty effective. It does the job. It's held every PC that I've ever put onto it, so that's pretty good. And then we actually bought this white tabletop from Amazon. It's probably around like 70 inches or so. I can't remember the exact width of it, but it's pretty wide, and it gets the job done again for any PC that I put on top of it. I wanted a white tabletop for this setup because of the black backdrop, which we'll get into in a second. But yeah, the white tabletop, it's nothing insane in terms of quality. It is kind of just like unfinished white. It does leave some scuff marks on it overall, but if I can find the order of it, I'll link it in the description down below, because yeah, it's a pretty nice basic backdrop. But yeah, it's a pretty nice basic tabletop, and it won't cost you much money, less than $100. All right, and then the main part of this entire photo set is going to be the backdrop. This was kind of the hardest thing to find, which I'll definitely be letting you guys know if I can find the link again to it. But essentially, the wood like slat panels have been very popular in the last couple of years, and I really wanted to get a slat wall in here, but the problem is that slat walls are like over $200 per panel, and that's a lot of money if you just want to have a backdrop. And I wanted to get the look without breaking the bank, so what I did is actually I found some basically like plasticky ones that a lot of people know of, except these are just like flat plastic black slats, and I think the full pack was like only, I want to say $80, $90. So that was pretty affordable in terms of getting that nice look without, of course, breaking the bank. And I'll get you guys up close here, but you can kind of see sometimes you can, yeah, so like right here, you can kind of see where they kind of stop. So they're about 20 inches wide per slat, and then I just kind of put like 4 or 5 of them on, and I just adhered them to the wall. The double-sided tape that they came with is definitely going to pull off drywall whenever I take it off. So in terms of putting them on, you kind of want to make sure you're not going to be taking them off for a long time, and you're okay with fixing some drywall after you take them off, because it's definitely not going to be an easy task. That's the only downside to it, but it is cheap and it got that same look that I wanted to get out of it. So I can't really complain in terms of, you know, the looks that it gave me for the price. But yeah, that's pretty much gonna wrap up our entire full photo set breakdown for you guys. As much as I can find, I'll be sure to leave in the description for you guys if you wanted to fix something like this up for yourself. I don't know how many people that are gonna be watching this video are taking pictures, but overall, it's a pretty cheap setup and it gets the job done for us. And hopefully, if we ever get any upgrades down the road, I'll be sure to let you guys know. But thanks for watching to the end if you all did, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.